Thank you for joining me on my masterclass. Now, if you look at a bird flies because it has two wings. It's impossible literally for a bird to fly with one wing. You've never seen that. And the reason why you are not flying in your finances is because you're relying on one wing, your job. Now, your job is good, yeah, it's steady income. But anything could happen with your job. You could get fired by a company. The company could just, go bust, and then you're made redundant. It's very dangerous to rely on your job. Now, having said that, I don't mean that you should just, leave your job or stay in your job and start your own business. Now, that's one way to go about it. But starting your own business comes with risk, because statistically, 45% of all new businesses are going to collapse within the first 5 years, statistically. So it is not the best way to build wealth in this day and age. Now, the best way to build wealth in this day and age is to buy small portions of already successful businesses. And that's what the stock market is there for. That's what ETFs are there for. That's what mutual funds are there for. That's what rates are there for. But the thing is, you've got to know what to do, where to buy. Don't just go and buy any stock. A lot of people, they buy stocks because of their price, and that's a very big mistake. You don't buy stocks because of the price, because cheap stocks are like buying real estate. Yeah, real estate in a ghetto, in a slum, is going to be cheap. Now, that's why it's cheap, because it's in a ghetto, it's in a slum. The chances of it appreciating are very, very low, and that's why it's cheap. So it's better for you to buy good, expensive real estate in a highbrow area, because even though it's expensive, it has a higher chance of appreciating in the future. It's the same way. Now, you have a better chance of making money on the stock market with mutual funds if you put your money into companies that are established. And you got a variety of them. You've got blue chip, and then you've got growth companies. Now, a lot of people make this mistake when they want to talk about blue chip. Really, blue chip firms are just firms that are household name with a solid reputation built over the years of delivering stable returns on your investment. And they are not volatile. So volatility is very important in defining what's a blue chip stock. Now, the best technical definition of a blue chip stock are going to be the stocks on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. There are 30 stocks on the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average has existed since May 26, 1896 rather. So we got a 128-year history of stability to look towards. So if you can buy stocks in each of those 30 companies on the Dow Jones Industrial Average, in that 128 years, it has only changed 52 times. That's how stable it is. You're going to make money. You're going to make a lot of money, and I can guide you. I've got a master's in international banking and finance law from England. I worked as a temp as part of my master's in the Bank of England. I was voted as the most influential business person on the internet by Business Insider, the world's top business rated magazine. So I do have an idea of what I'm talking about. Another way, if you don't want to mirror the Dow Jones Industrial Average, you can also mirror the S&P 500. Now, the S&P 500 is an index like the Dow Jones Industrial Average, but it's an index of the 503 largest corporations in America by market capitalization. Now, with the Dow Jones Industrial Average, it's a weighted average, meaning that they look at market capitalization, but they also have some very knowledgeable people. I think something like maybe about 30 PhDs among their council, and then they look at the management of the firm. They look at like their revenue guidance and several other things, and then they pick those 30 companies. The S&P 500 is a bit more capitalistic in that they don't really care too much. They just look at your market capitalization, and if you're among the 503 largest companies in America by market capitalization, you're in the S&P 500. So it's much safer instead of investing in each of those 503 companies, because the S&P 500 has a lot of goings and coming. So you want to focus on the Magnificent Seven in the S&P 500, which are going to be NVIDIA, Microsoft, Apple, Meta, Tesla, Amazon, and Google, which is called Alphabet. If you put your money in those companies, now we're talking about June of 2024. If you return here by December, your money is going to make at least probably 28%. I believe it can almost double, but it's better to be conservative. But here's the thing, I will tell you the best company, the best time, and how to invest. And I encourage you, subscribe to me. Subscribing is very easy. Subscribe to me on the X platform. Look at how my subscribers are making money. Look at the testimonies. And that's what I want to help you do, build wealth. So just go on X, search for me at Reno Omokri, top right hand corner of my profile. You're going to say subscribe tab. Click on it, follow the prompts. And if you've watched this, you got questions arising from it, and you're a subscriber, ask a question on the subscriber tab. This is the Apostle of Prosperity. Thank you.
Reno travels all around the world. I hope you get inspired about what you see. Apostle of greatness, Reno is a master. Only one man against the whole world in large. Fighting with the monsters, poverty I can't stand. That's why Reno is